Welcome to LifePoint TV. I'm Pastor Dale Phillips, your host for LifePoint today, your path to real life. I want you to turn with me to the book of Colossians. Find chapter 3, Colossians chapter 3. We're going to begin reading at verse 1. If ye then be risen with Christ, seek those things which are above. I want you to notice the directional emphasis here. Those things which are above, where Christ sitteth on the right hand of God. Set your affections, here's the word again, on things above and not on things on earth. I want to deal with um, vantage point, viewpoint, uh, how we see life. Uh, the position that we sit in, or the viewpoint from which we see life, has a great effect or impact on how we respond to life events. Let me say that one more time. The way that we see life will have an impact on how we respond to life events. So, um, the teaching here that Paul is sharing with the church of Colossae, with the uh, believers who are coming into the faith, he wants them to shift and to change their philosophy, if you will, on how they see life. I think this is a very applicable for us today. In many aspects, believers, those who have given, we've given our life to Jesus Christ, but we carry with us our perspective, our secular perspective on how we see life. In other words, we're born in this world, and we have the tendency to focus our attention on what we can see in this world only. And Paul is challenging believers to set their affections on things above and not on things on the earth, to allow themselves to rise above because we are resurrected in Him. Notice it says those who are risen with Christ. We are to seek those things that are above, not those things that are below. There's the tendency to chase after the things within the environment where you are born. We have an affinity, if you will, a direct connection to the material world that we are born into. But Paul challenges us, and I stand with that challenge, for us to break outside of the realm of the material world that we are born in, and to set our affections higher, above, those things which are above, and not being limited to what we see below. The way that we see life, the vantage point from which we view life, has a huge impact on how we respond to life events. If I if I am limited, if I've limited myself to seeing life only from the earth's view, then I respond to life events based on what I believe I have access to in this realm, in this world, in this life. If in this life only we have hope, we above all men, Paul says in another passage teaching the Corinthians, we are above all men most miserable. I'm here to tell you, my hope is not limited to what's available in this world. I want to set my affections higher, to reach higher, to see from God's point of view. That's the teaching point right there. From God's point of view. Everything looks different from God's point of view. This is Pastor Dale Phillips encouraging you to stay on the path that leads to real life.